You have to understand YouTube it's all about transitioning and doing different things, okay? I can't stay stuck, I can't stay stiff, and I can't stay boring. That's why you have. Cause the way you're looking at me keeps driving me mad. Don't understand how you do it to me. I wanna go back, but I can't even sleep when you're next to me. Oh, I don't know how you do it. If I go too crazy, would you come and save me? I don't know how long I can go, taking it, taking it, taking it slow. If I go too crazy, would you come and save me? Hey y'all, what it do, y'all? HerSheMe, it's me. HerSheMe, it's us. HerSheMe. I just got done recording a video for HerSheMe, and I'm back. I was sitting here writing, y'all. And the title of the one that I'm writing now is HerSheMe, the Notebook of Me. Okay. And something just dawned on me as writing. And I said, let me pick this camera up. So, I'm uploading, but then I'm gonna sit over here and I'm talk to y'all, okay? Because I haven't talked to y'all in a minute, so I hope everybody out there is doing good and great. I hope y'all are doing amazing. If y'all had kids going back to school, how's y'all kids doing with school? For me, I'm managing, okay? It's just, I'm glad that they back because I get to have peace, okay? All I've been wanting is peace. I'm used to my house just being quiet when they go to school, and my brain is flowing and everything is working, and with them it's just a lot, okay? I feel like I've been going and doing a whole lot with my son working. He was working during the summer, so I had to get up and move and do this and did it. And now it's just like, drop my baby off at school, come back, focus on HerSheMe, focus on what I'm cooking for the kids, then I'm off to work. And I think when they say work-life balance, that's basically what that is. And everybody need it. Because y'all know sometimes just doing, like, when I was doing the reactions, you're stuck, okay? You're stuck to the house. You're stuck to your laptop. You're stuck, okay? You're not on the outside doing nothing. And I can say it actually feels kind of good, y'all, to just be out and working. But I still have this in me that it's just, I don't know. I guess maybe because I haven't just been back out there in the real world. So it's still me trying to I would say adapt, okay? Me still trying to just fall in place, but I'm not going to let the overthinking and all that get to me. I'm just going to keep going, okay? Anyways, y'all, I'm trying to look more at the camera, okay? It's hard because I like looking this way, but I'm not talking to, I want to talk over here. So, but it feels like I'm looking cross-eyed when I look over here, but I have to. But I noticed something. Anyways, y'all. But anyways, so how did everything go with the kids going back to school? Is you glad that your kids are back in school? I mean, I am. This is my son's last year. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, so he's a senior this year. This is his last year. My daughter, she is a sophomore. 16 and 18-year-old. I'm almost out of there. And then my baby, he hit first grade this year. Amazing. And I always say to my older kids, like, now, if I didn't have that little one 10 years later, I'll be on my, you know what I'm saying? That it'll be my time almost. But I know when they out of school, they still not, together. It's, if you're going to go to college, but you still got to still be that parent in there. But, my son, I always say, like, he leaving when school is out. He's leaving. And I just say, well, Okay, I just hope that you're ready for what this world is giving. Because as I always tell y'all, it might be beautiful, it might look, it might feel, but that ain't what it really is. And you got people out here that's working jobs and they still struggling. Okay, struggling trying to feed their family, struggling just trying to have. And the thing of it is, it don't get no better. So then you have all these young teens, okay, growing into young women and young men think they gonna go out here and it's just gonna flow in their favor. It will, but you gonna get a taste of what the real life is like. You understand? Um, yeah. So as I said, I was writing y'all, and the title of this HerSheMe is basically. Remember, I said HerSheMe, it's me. Okay, basically, kind of with me arriving was HerSheMe, it's me. But now I came up with HerSheMe, the notebook of me. Then it kind of sound. Then I was like, okay. Then it almost sound like chapters. Okay, I talked a lot about my change. I talked a lot about my transition. I talked a lot about fearing my transition. I talked a lot about being accepting, and also taking accountability. I talked a lot about just being trapped, okay, in different situations, and also being trapped in so many situations that sometimes when we go and put ourselves in isolation or remove ourselves, and y'all know that I was saying, I'm trying to get it, remove the plug, however, unplug myself, you understand, which is removing myself from different people that I felt like was just maybe in general they wasn't doing anything to me, but me feeling like they are taking from me, they are draining, they was doing something to my soul, my energy. So it was for me to, I need to just back, I need to just break away. And then that's part of the change and the transition. And I say family, that's what I had to do. And I know probably a lot of my family don't understand why I pull back or different things like that, but something that I'm going through. Um, just wanting to break free. Just, it's a lot of things, okay? But I'm not bitter towards nobody. It's no, none of that. It's just a lot of things that has surfaced, a lot of things that my eyes was open to. It just, for me, it makes me just want to kind of remove myself. And with removing myself, it's just me being a better me. You understand? Because then we have to understand living life is not about pleasing other people or trying to make other people happy or trying to get people to agree with your decisions of your choices of what you want to do within life, or whatever the case may be. It's all about you. All about you. And I say your foundation is very important. So if it's me and my kids and my immediate, that's what I focus on. But everybody else, I mean, it comes to a point, like I said, we never know where we might land and where we might switch up and change. So with that, I was saying HerSheMe, the notebook of me. The notebook of me is a new, I would say, basically almost going into a new chapter, because I've basically been here just telling y'all, trying to get y'all, if it's something that y'all know that y'all carrying around, that y'all need to work on. Look at me, y'all. I'm going back in HerSheMe mode. And I just want to talk just regular. But to work on, just face it. You understand? And sometimes when we trying to start processes and different journeys and trying to change, we can't have everybody around us because it's draining. Sometimes it's draining, sometimes it's distractions, sometimes it's people that try to discourage you. But when you have only you and only what you're thinking and what you're feeling, and me concentrating on me and focusing on me of what I want to be, what I want to give, what I want to do, I mean, sometimes you need that. You don't need that door open for others to be walking in and trying to guide you throughout your life and throughout your mental. You understand? Because when I'm in my weakest moment, or when I'm down so low. Are you guiding me then? No. So basically, let me get back. No book of me is just me opening up, being more transparent. Because as I said, transparency, okay? I think when I started YouTube, before doing the reactions, but before jumping deep into the reactions and jumping on the bandwagon of let's get real and raw, I wanted to be that, just, I don't know, just me, okay? And just me is, not caring about what nobody think and or none of that. Just giving it to some people to say, guess what? I may look like this, but I might just feel like you. I may look like this, but guess what? We dealing with the same problems. We dealing with the same issues. You understand? You a single mother. I am too. And this is what it can be like. This what it can give. You understand? This how it can make you feel sometimes. And I would even go self-worth. You understand? And I talked before about knowing your worth is very important. But let me also say, sometimes with finding your worth, it takes time. Even though you can say, I know my worth. You can know your worth. But sometimes we can still fall in the traps of honestly, and I would say honestly, not knowing our worth. You understand? But then say, I know my worth. Are you sure that you know your worth? Because the actions that you are given tells and says different and also shows different. Okay, so basically being transparency. And then now it flows back to me when I said, remember I came up with a topic, trauma of traumatized. I speak to y'all about y'all different traumas because a lot of y'all have opened up saying what trauma you have experienced or what you are dealing with. And then that's where I said, okay, sometimes we look at trauma as being hurt, somebody doing something to you, being abused or certain things like that. But being sometimes I feel, as I said before, being traumatized can be by the things that we have seen or how I felt emotionally. It can be traumatizing. You understand? And then that's where I would go back and say, just like my mother and just like my kids, but not knowing then, but now I know that when they was around her and used to her being how she was and this and that, and seeing her go through all the different changes, but me as a parent, I thought I was doing a good thing because my kids was older to see her like this. But then somewhere in there, did that traumatize them? To say, to, to say, how would I say? Not to say, to see her as different and now having the same but different. You understand? Help me out on that one, y'all. And then I would also say for myself, you know, and then that's something that I feel that I'm going to write because I feel, and that's where me going in there with my shovel, y'all. I got my shovel and dig, okay? Digging for those roots. It's a root in there that them couple years where I had to see that and just dealing with that and going through it and being around it, it affected me some type of way. It did. But I have us talked about it to say, okay, me seeing her like this and me seeing her like this, or me going through and sitting in these family meetings where they tell me she not gonna make it and you trying to prepare your mental of trying to imagine life if it did. I think it takes toll of your mental. And then it goes back to say when I told y'all before on It's La the La La Way that I dealt with self. But somewhere in there, that was growing. You understand? A small issue that I had was growing. Not knowing why this is growing. Not knowing why sometimes when I want to record and cut on the camera, I can't do nothing but start crying because I'm dealing, because there is something within me. There is something that has messed with my mental a little bit, and I take it as a trauma of being traumatized. I was traumatized. Traumatized by seeing so many different things. Traumatized by seeing, you know, this is my mother, but seeing, they put restraints on her and different. I have never witnessed this before. I have never witnessed no one this sick to why it's just like, I mean, no words. So I feel like that's a lot. So when I also told y'all, like, dang, I feel sometimes I need to talk to somebody. I think that'd be so. It's for real, Not only that, but just like the things that I go through now with transitioning. I think I need just, to open up and talk about it or get an understanding of it. But you see now, I write a lot, so I'm opening up, and then I also share because it might be somebody that feel just like me. So when you look at me and this is what I say, you might look at me and say, well, she got it together. She got it. But don't let the face, don't let the hair, don't let the image fool you, because you could be dealing with something. Guess what? I might be dealing with the same thing. Okay? I might be all smiles, but I'm dealing with so much. I'm trying to find them roots. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to heal from something. I'm trying to, yeah. So, to cut that short, basically, notebook of me, my transparency, okay? And now I'm going to say, the reason why I really jumped on here is because I was writing. And I was writing something. Basically, I was writing that I throw in there that y'all probably don't know that I have social anxiety, okay? Probably never knew it. But also how I would come on before and I would say, YouTube, it's not YouTube, okay? It's what you insert yourself in, what you are around is what creates you to be different things, okay? So that's where I want to say, YouTube is not a bad thing. It's what you make of it. It's what you pour into it and what you give to it. What you fall into and what you remove yourself from. What you turn face to and not insert yourself in. It can be a good thing. You understand? Because now I was saying that it has done a lot of good for me. Okay? Good for me within myself, of me just opening up, being able to come from a person to which I felt like I was just, I don't know, I get more into it in there, but now I'm open, I'm comfortable, you understand? Starting in reactions, I wasn't so comfortable, I didn't know what I was giving. My speaking wasn't so, because I didn't talk a lot. Okay, I didn't. And that's just me being honest. I didn't want to be around people. I didn't want to be around crowds. I feel, and I still deal with that right now a little bit, but I'm working on it. Okay. And I remember one video where I told y'all and I said, I have different stores right here around me, but I would drive so far to a different location, also for better things, okay, and different items. But also, if I see it's less people, less crowded, then I can feel more. But there are so many times that I had to make a detour. I had to turn around. I done left because it's just, I can't go in there. I deal with that, okay? Never realized what it was, but I deal with it. Crowd, a lot of people. I'm telling you, I will have something that I really need to get in or buy or do. But if I see where it's just too, some days I might be okay. Some days I'm not. And I can't do it. Okay, and that's where I go for my kids. Like, hey, go in there because I can't go in there right now. It's just I just want to say that that's one of the things in there. But I also want to speak on something. I want to talk, and I'm just gonna say a little bit, but I'll jump into more within this writing, which is Notebook of Me, the transparency that I realized, and I think I said before on this Lala, okay, when I used to give reactions, when I used to give reactions of certain things and certain things that I would see, and y'all would say that it was giving advice. It was giving advice to them, but I was also giving advice to myself because I had said so many times. In those young ladies, I seen a lot of my flaws. Not as of now, but before. You understand? And I'm not saying like parenting with my kids. I have always been good at parenting with my kids. I was parenting my cousin kids before my kids came along, so that ain't never been an issue. But just, I would say, knowing your worth, you understand, and so many things that I would see, just, and I would throw guys in there talking to different guys, and then it was just like, is this what I was given? Is this how I was? It would make me mad. It would make me kind of angry because it's like, some of the things that you're doing, some of the things that you are turning face to, some of the things that you're being blind to because you don't know your worth, okay, is allowing me to see the same areas of the same things that I was doing wrong. And then I would display it, not on social media, but to other people as it being good and great. But deep down inside, I know this is a piece of shit. Okay, and I had to say shit, y'all. Lord, yeah, I haven't cussed, but I had to say that to say, tell the truth. Okay, but with not knowing my worth, I thought it was everything, and never was it. Also knowing that a lot of people say not true or that's not the case, but every individual is different. But sometimes not having that father in place just to show you what's supposed to be given, just like they say a woman cannot raise a man. I cannot show my boys, my sons, what a man can, what their father can. Then I would say the same thing as a father and daughter, okay? There are some things that a father needs to show his daughter in order to prepare his daughter for certain things. You understand? That's just like a son and their mother. A lot of mothers prepare their sons for the different type of women's and what they give and this and that. And in a lot of situations, you have the sons go out and try to find women that's like their mother or remind them. It's just teaching. I can honestly say when you don't have that, you're lost. And anybody come across, you think it's love, you think they for you for real, and they really not, okay? And then that's where I say a lot of us walk around and we act like we can't be spotted out, but you can actually be spotted out. You can be spotted out to say she don't know her worth. You could be spotted out to say, her daddy must wasn't around because look what she giving, look what she falling for, look what she is accepting. You understand? And then that's where it comes to play. They know what they're doing. They know what they're giving. But then a lot of people put the blame on the next one, but you can't do that because I'm a part of that. You understand? So that was something I just wanted to be honest about. It was a lot of things that I seen that wasn't okay. Just, things I have done before, and it allowed me to see as me being older, as me being different, as me knowing my worth and getting better with knowing my worth. That dang, They are displaying this and putting this out here for everybody to see. But it's so many women that is just like them. And I'm a part of that and I'm speaking. But when I'm speaking to you, but I don't know your household, but I'm speaking to myself. Because dang, then that's where I say those are all the words that if I could have spoke to myself back then, you understand? If I could have spoke to myself back then, these are the things that I would have said to me, or what I say, the old me. You understand? And that's where in life you can see it's so many levels of just growing. And once you start growing, you're able to go back and then identify. And then once you're able to identify, you're able to acknowledge it and acknowledge it to speak and throw it out here to somebody else and say. And then that's where I will also say so many of us point our fingers, but you are no better than me. I am no better than you. Okay? Somewhere, some point of time in our life, we probably was given the same thing. But somehow, some way, one of us woke up and was able to see this is not the way. You understand? This is not the way at all. And that's what I wanted to say. So then I will also say, when you have a lot of people speaking on the things that they see or speaking on somebody's household, a lot of it is because maybe it's something in there that they see that's happening right to them or within their foundation or has happened to them. Or then I would say, or I might be representing the same thing. Representing the same thing, but hating what I'm seeing right now. So since I cannot address myself and say these things to myself, I can get on here and speak it to them. But then I can say, how can I point the finger? Because what you giving right now, what I just seen, and how you doing, and how you speaking, and what you saying, I was there. I was. I'm finding my words. But I'm not ashamed or embarrassed of absolutely nothing. Okay? That's all I would say. And that's why I say transparency of me, because I also feel like if many more people would be transparent instead of being so judging, what would that do for a lot of people? It'll allow a lot of more people to be free. It'll allow a lot of people to just wake up. I don't got to be judged by what I gave, what I'm doing. Because there's always somebody on the outside that understands. Understands because guess what? You are in those same shoes or you have been in those shoes. But we turn so judgmental. Why is that? You ain't have to walk in my shoes. You ain't living in my situation or had to live in my situation. So why should you judge me? Does anything that I'm doing or have done, does it bother you in your foundation? Does it stop your day to day? It don't. You understand? But the world that we live in, we don't allow people to be transparent. And when people are transparent, we have so many that want to judge. They want to judge, but when we say, can you lay your ish on paper? Can you speak your ish out loud so you can be loudly heard? Maybe if you allow yourself to be loudly heard and speak, maybe you wouldn't feel the way that you do. Maybe you wouldn't be dragging all the pain and baggage. Maybe I wouldn't be feeling like dealing with low self-esteem or picking other people apart because I'm dealing with my own issues. Then that's where I want to say it's okay to be transparent. No matter who judge you, you should care less. Because like I said, I don't stop their day to day and they don't stop mine. We all have been in positions, probably positions you don't want to speak on. But sometimes speaking on your positions And your situations can always help the next. And as I said in my other video, it's the HELP for me. Help. You understand? I want you to understand I might look different from you. Don't look like you. But we might be going through the same things right now. We might have been through the same things right now. You're a single mother, I'm a single mother too. You know, some days it get hard, and some days you wish you had the help, or you wish you do. I don't care how many single mothers say, oh, I get on the job and, oh, I don't need. You don't need, but I know you wish you could have done things different. And that's me every day. I love my kids. I love everything, but I wish I could have done things different. I wish I could have been concrete within my concentration of my decisions to do different. Okay? But then that's where I say we are repeated patterns. We're repeated patterns. And when we are repeated patterns, sometimes the patterns don't try to get corrected or fixed because it's the norm and it's not the norm. And that's where sometimes we are honestly stuck, honestly trapped by the same pattern repeated. You understand? So that's all I want to say, y'all, basically. My video is done. I'm about to upload it, and then I'll put this one out. That's it, y'all. Y'all know HerSheMe. I can't tell you what HerSheMe is giving. It's just me. It's you. It's what you want to express. I think everybody in my comments that just share and open up about different things. Speak, okay? Allow yourself to be loudly heard. I would say loudly read, okay? Allow somebody to read your comment and say, girl, high five. You did that, okay? Ain't somebody trying to call me. I would say the same thing, okay? We're going through the same thing. We're going through, girl, thank you for speaking on it. Instead of picking apart and being judgmental, okay? But I do understand that we all are human and we do make mistakes. Nobody is perfect. We can't judge without knowing that we're judging. Okay? We can't speak wrong not knowing that we are speaking wrong. We can do those things. But long as you acknowledge it to try to correct it or fix it, to say, you know what? That's not in my place. Let me redirect this. That's not in my place. Long as you get it together, that's all that matters. Okay? Yeah, that's all I want to say. But the notebook of me, transparency of me, it's coming with my writings. Okay, just like I said, I want to jump on here and say that. Now I realize why I was saying what I was saying, and different things was so rough. And then some people I would read and come and say, like, you sound like you mad, you act. Maybe I was mad and at myself for seeing myself within you of something that you just done or was doing. Dang. Then they say, allowing myself to see me. Is that what I was doing? Is that how I was with a no good guy? And willing to make babies with a no good guy. And then at the end, you willing to let a guy in and give your hard working money, to say the help and this, and leave you stuck at the end. A lot of different things, but it also made me realize that this is what a lot of women go through, because a lot of women condone this. Girl, do your thing. That ain't it, because you're going to pay for it. Anyways, y'all, that's it. That's all. For HerSheMe, it's me. HerSheMe, it's you. HerSheMe, it's us. I have this video out soon. I hope y'all like it. If y'all like it, throw those thumbs up. And yeah, y'all, I'm just going to start just rolling. Like I said, balance, okay? Where I got the time, what I want to speak, what I want to give. It's HerSheMe, it's me. I can't stay still, and I can't stay boring. That's why